My name is Ayan Mitra, and I founded CrowdBnk in probably end of 2010 when the idea came to me. Oh, where's the clicker? Sorry. Thank you. My background is running large technology platforms I used to work for First Direct, HSBC, and then for Marks and Spencer, rolling out pricing EPOS solutions into all their stores. And then finally, I had 8 years at Orange running mass market consumer platforms. So I've never been on this side of the fence in terms of being an entrepreneur. This is my first attempt, so I'm probably making hash of it already. But we'll start off. So what is the problem that we're trying to solve? So you might have seen in the press that in the UK there's been lots of reports about a gap in access to finance, especially for small and medium-sized businesses and including startups. So according to the Breeden report that's just come out, over the next 5 years, there's about £59 billion in a shortfall in funding gaps. The other thing, interesting fact to look at is 3% of small businesses actually access equity finance. Predominantly, they go for debt. And as we might know, that lending has come under some pressure with regards to the risk aversion from traditional institutional funds. And then one more statistic is the angels market. When they probably receive about 10,000 pitches a year, over 95% gets rejected for startups. So why is it a problem? So when we looked at the market, and we've spoke to a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of people who were giving funding, the predominant fact why they didn't get funding were that they weren't not ready for investment. Now, the second point is most traditional funding models have sort of a gatekeeper model. So you apply, including the competitions we are in now, you apply, you get selected, then you pitch. That takes time, and entrepreneurs, as being one myself, is hard to come by trying to build a business and raise finance. And we found the potential investors are perhaps excluded, and I'm talking about the retail market here. So largely in the UK, there are about 10,000 angels, maybe 20,000 if there's a 100% error rate. But there are over 15 million individuals with disposable income who could perhaps fund small businesses and startups had they been given access to those opportunities. And finally, when we spoke to the businesses, they were all scared of managing shareholders. So what did we come up with? In the pre-C, we call ourselves a crowdfunding platform. And now, since I started CrowdBnk, there was about 20 or 30. Now there are over 800 platforms worldwide. So it's clearly a very high growth area and a lot of competition. But if you look at the end-to-end processes that you have to go through to raise funding, and I've tried to put them down here, there are more than just fundraising to that step. So there's business planning and financial modeling, there's arranging the tax paperwork, there's the due diligence piece, which is hard and generally costly. There's multiple structures you can raise money, and certainly within crowdfunding, you can do the Kickstarter model, whereby you have a product and you give that product away for some money. You could do equity fundraising, which is where our core proposition lies, or you could do debt-based, which is like Funding Circle, you may have heard of. Connecting investors and ideas is, I think, the easy bit. Customizing templates for term sheets and articles perhaps can be done as well. Maybe it costs a lot of money. And then after the transaction is over, there's post-transaction services. So the way we differentiate ourselves is we provide the whole end-to-end process of fundraising. We pick up an individual idea or an entity. We help them formulate their plans. We arrange all the hygiene paperwork so that they're investor-friendly. Then we find them the investors. Then we actually manage the shareholders on their behalf as custodians. Now, one of the key requisites to be able to do this is FSA or FCA regulation, and it took us over 18 months to get that, but we finally got that. We do have unrestricted retail permissions to promote financial promotions to the market. How do we make money? So it's an intermediary model, and we basically get the revenue generated from successful fundraisers. We actually have post-transaction services that we charge for as well, but they're on a monthly basis. It's not mandatory for the businesses to take it, but we are more cost efficient than the marketplace currently. And one of the things that got questioned, was a question to me was, how do we scale up this service-based business? Well, we've partnered up with law and accounting firms, business schools, consulting firms, incubators, so that we can tap on all the expertise that's out there in the marketplace and the ecosystem to help these small firms get off the ground. Who are we? I've already told about myself. One of our key advisors is Robert Taylor, who's the ex-CEO of Klein Red Benson. He's the chair of our board, and Simon Dean Jones, who from Keystone Law was a founding member of Zopa. Our final ask is, we want to fund 20,000 ideas with 2 billion of new capital in the next 5 years.